Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
And I'm gonna ask everyone to unmute the phones that's gonna be participating.
I don't think, okay.
Mayor Pro Tem, are you there?
Did you say unmute or mute?
Unmute.
Okay.
Okay. You ready to take over, Mayor Pro Tem?
No, ma'am. Mr. Crawford is here, right?
Okay, so Mr. Toby,
Sorry.
I can't. I mean,
yeah, Mr. Crawford, he asked that someone do that part
Okay.
for him since he's on the phone.
okay. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
My bifocals. All right. Now, Mr. Woodruff, we don't need a song. Thank you so very
I'm
much.
glad they asked you to do this because I want to see how you pronounce this name here.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Ms. Hart, do we need to take the roll or?
Yes, sir. I'll do a quick roll call. Luann Gilligan,
Here.
John Tovey,
Here.
Leonard Overton,
Yeah.
Anna Nesbitt,
Here,
Mayor Pro Tem Harris,
Present.
Al Woodley,
Present.
Harold Satterwhite,
Here.
and Mr. Crawford.
Present.
And it's on you now, Mayor Pro Tem.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Hart. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is well. According to the minutes, we were supposed to start at 7 o'clock. We a little behind, but that's okay. First, Ms. Hart has given us a roll call. Now I would like to entertain a motion for the approval of the March 1st, 2021 minutes.
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Tovey. Is there a second?
second,
Second.
Second will be Ms. Andy Nesbitt. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 If there are any opposed, please state. Okay, and the motion carries unanimously. Under new business, on item A, we have Ms. Patricia Watkins of Grove Street, who is requesting a variance of 5 feet of the required 35-foot requirement of lot width at the street in order to build a house at 614 Hicksmill Road. The zoning of the property is R6, 1 and 2 family residential. Okay, so I will read each person, excuse me. I, Patricia Watkins, hereby petition the Board of Adjustment to issue a variance permit in the name of Patricia Watkins for the use of the property herein described as single dwelling unit. Authority to grant the requested permit is contained in the zoning ordinance, section 81.42, subdivision regulation. The zoning ordinance imposes the following general requirements on the variance requested by the applicant. Under each requirement, the applicant should explain with reference to attached plans where applicable, how the proposed use satisfies these requirements. The board is empowered to make decisions regarding of the granting of variances from the literal terms of the ordinance in hardship cases where such variances will not subvert the meaning and the spirit of the ordinance. The Board of Adjustment shall not grant a variance from the literal terms of this ordinance except in cases where each and all of the following shall be determined. Section 803.3.1. There are practical difficulties or unnecessary hardships in the way of carrying out the ordinance, where the property owner shall prove A, that if he complies with the provisions of the ordinance, he can secure no reasonable return from us or make no reasonable use of his property. So the statement by Ms. Watkins says, the existing ordinance calls for the lot to be 35 feet at the street width. The parcel has 30.81 at the street width. I only need a 4.2 in the width for compliance. So Ms. Hall, we need to vote on this. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, on each item.
On each item, okay. So is there a motion for this item?
Motion.
Mr. Tovey, your motion is to approve
Approve it to approve.
okay, so Mr. Tovey has motion to approve
Second.
is that Ms. Gilligan?
Yes.
Okay, seconded by Ms. Gilligan. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 All those opposed have the same right. That motion, that article passes unanimously. B, the hardship results from the application of the ordinance. So this statement by Ms. Watkins says there was an existing house on the site in 1974, and the house was demolished in 1991 due to being dilapidated. Would like to put a single-family dwelling on the site. So is there a motion to approve or disapprove this item?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Motion to approve motion to approve item B by Mr. Willis and seconded by Mr. Satterwhite. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 Those opposed have the very same right. That also carries unanimously. Item C, that the hardship is suffered directly by the property in question is not merely a general need, such as a lack of desirable developments or arrangements in the surrounding area. So Ms. Watkins says the hardship is suffered with the property being proposed to be used in the form it was in 1991. Is there a motion on item C?
Motion.
The motion to approve or disapprove?
Approve item C.
Yeah.
Approved by item C, and I'll go ahead and take Ms. Gilligan as the second. Motion by Commissioner Tovey. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 All those opposed have the very same right. Item D, that the hardship is peculiar to the applicant's property. Ms. Watkins says the hardship is peculiar in that all setback requirements, water and sewer, and all the other requirements will exceed the minimum requirements. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, the motion by Ms. Nesbitt and second by Mr.
Overton.
Mr. Overton. Thank you. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 And all those opposed have the very same right. Okay. And item E, that the hardship is not the result of the applicant's own action. The property was
Motion.
by Ms. Watkins. The property was developed in the early 70s, conforming to the regulations at this time. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Ms. Gilligan, second by
Second.
Mr. Tovey. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 And all those opposed have the same right. Motion carries unanimously. Section 803.3.2. The variance is in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the ordinance and preserves its spirit. The board shall grant no variance which will permit any use of land or buildings prohibited by other sections of this ordinance. Only variances in setback, lot area, yard, and other dimensional requirements are permitted. Statement by Ms. Watkins says, the proposed single-family dwelling will be in harmony with the immediate area and preserves the spirit and intent of the ordinance. Is there a motion?
Motion to
Motion.
approve.
Motion to approve by Mr. Tovey. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard Ms. Nesbitt first, so we'll go second with Ms. Nesbitt. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 All of those opposed have the very same right. Section 803.3.3. In the granting of the variance, the public safety and welfare are assured. Substantial justice done to both the applicant property owner and the owners of the adjacent properties, and the best interests of the public as a whole are preserved. Ms. Watkins states that the public safety and welfare of the adjacent properties will be preserved and the best interest of the public will be preserved as well. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to be approved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Overton and seconded by Mrs. Gilligan. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 All those opposed have the very same right. Okay. And that.
Mr. Chairman, I
Yes,
would
sir.
like to make a final motion that
Okay.
the request from Miss Patricia Watkins for building this house be approved, and I'm glad she's doing it. It gets the lot looking better and gets it on the tax books.
Yeah.
Second.
Motion has been made by Mr. Woodruff and seconded by Ms. Gilligan. All those in favor for the final motion, let it be known by saying aye.
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 All those opposed have the very same right. Okay, so that motion passes. Thank you very much.
Motion to adjourn?
Well, 1 second. Ms. Hart, you have anything else to add?
No, sir, you've taken care of everything.
Wonderful. Let it, Commissioner Wood, excuse me, Mr. William has made a motion. All those in favor, let it be known by hitting that red button in the corner that says leave. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye. Everybody have a good night.
Have a safe night.